Today we'll be looking at the topic diffusion. Our objective for today is to define diffusion, to explain the movement of particles during diffusion, and to give examples of substances that may be transported by diffusion. Now, what is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of particles from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Today, we'll be demonstrating diffusion with the use of potassium permanganate crystal to show how particles move from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration, which will show us or help us to define diffusion. Today we have a straw, a beaker with water, a petri dish with potassium permanganate crystal, and a tweezer. To carry out this experiment, we will simply place the straw into the beaker with the water, and then we will take up a crystal of potassium permanganate. It's a tiny dark crystal, and then we will place it into the straw, and then we will quickly remove the straw from the beaker. We will now realize that the center have a purple color. This is where there is high concentration of potassium permanganate. In this region, the particles are many, and it will move to where there is none. So the areas that have the water molecules will be filled with potassium permanganate molecules. This will show how the movement of these particles move to eventually turn the water into purple. We can use this to also understand other processes that takes place in our environment and our bodies. In our environment, for example, spraying a perfume. If we stand at the front of this room and spray a perfume, we will soon realize that the person at the back of the room is smelling the perfume. This is because the perfume particles moved from an area of high concentration, which was at the front of the room, to where there was no perfume particles at the back. So it's moving from many perfume particles at the front of the room to where there was none or lesser particles of the perfume, which will help us to define diffusion, which is the movement of particles from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Also, we can use cigarette smoking as another example. A man smoking a cigarette, persons on the outside will soon start to smell the smoke. This is because the perfume will move from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. The high concentration would be the room that the man is smoking in, and the low concentration would be the air on the outside where there was no cigarette smoking. So it will move from the room on the outside. Back to the experiment, we will realize that the water have quickly become purple, or a larger region have become purple. This now shows us how particles diffuse from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. We can also relate this to our body. For example, the diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide. In order for our cells to remove carbon dioxide and take in oxygen, there must be diffusion of these gases across the alveoli. This is a very important process to our body. So, in this lesson, we can now better understand that diffusion is the movement of particles from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration over a concentration gradient. And we can also explain that the movement of the particles move from high to low. And we can give examples of how particles move from high concentration to low concentration during cigarette smoking, a perfume being sprayed, and for example, in our bodies, the movement of gases across the alveoli. Thank you.